I looked out here because I thought the sprinkler system's running, and I really thought that one of the deer was standing in there letting the sprinkler sprinkle on him. I thought Forrest was doing that, which would be pretty cool. There's 4 deer right there when you zoom in. I only saw 3. There's 4 of them when you zoom in there. We got a little nice breeze coming off the lake. It's 103 degrees. There might be another deer down there on the other side of those trees getting water. I don't see them, but it's very possible that I could go through those trees there to get to the water. So I see 4 big bucks right there. My man Forrest, we zoom in on them, take a real good look to start this week's videos out and see how their horns look. I don't know that they're changing a lot, but they are still getting larger, they seem. Here it is in August. It won't be long until they start hitting the trees and starting to get that velvet off, and they'll get their racks, and they're going to be absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. TC, Lucky 13, and then the other deer that's a year older than him, same age as Forrest. Both of them got big giant racks. I think that might be, I don't know if that's him or Lucky 13. Only way I can tell them apart, one's got a blue tag, one's got a white tag, and you have to be close. Now that's Fat Boy right there. So that's probably Lucky number 13. He's usually with the others. I thought Forrest was in the sprinkler system. You can see there that even with the sprinkler system, we're having a hard time in this, keeping our grass green. It's just burning up. You're out in that sun, you can see it's pretty green, but you're out in that sun in 108, 110, 112 degree real temperature like we've had. I think it got to 106 today, 108 or 9 yesterday, 112 the day before. You can see it's just putting a hurt. Usually when you get to the end of the summer, August and September, your Bermuda gas is usually doing great, but it's just had too much heat on it this year. And the water is the only thing that's keeping it looking good at all. The hay fields and the food plots are all bad. We've got a pallet or 2 of Okmulgee Buckmaker seed for our food plots. Got a pallet of that here already, waiting on a good rain forecast before we put it in the ground. A little breeze out there this evening. I'm probably putting a little static in the phone, but sure does feel good. Okay, guys and girls, let's take a quick look this morning at the feeder because it's full of deer, absolutely full of deer. And actually, I wanted to take a look because not only we see all our big pretty boys out there, but I want to go out there and look at them a little bit closer, but we'll have plenty of time to do that as the week goes on. You can see that TC is a little aggressive about the food. That's the main thing I wanted to show is out there, and they've run off a little bit. But it's the mama and the baby. That baby is losing some of its spots. That's how big it is. Look how big it is right there. Still got a few spots, but it's losing a lot of those spots and turning it into a deer. We kind of think it might be a little buck. We don't know for sure. We'll be able to tell as time goes on. But you can see that they were out. He was out there, and the mama run when she heard me come out the door. And of course, the bucks are aggressive with them, but they're pretty nice to that doe, and they're also pretty nice to the baby. As a matter of fact, that baby is kind of got into hanging around with them. That's in that picture right there is 6 bucks. That one's out of the way right now, but you can see. And they're very aggressive. They're eating together, but they'll get a little upset one time and kind of run each other off. I think they clack horns or something. I don't know what causes it. Get a little bit aggressive. There's a doe come back in there. My little baby is off down the way. Now that baby is pretty doggone calm. You can see she's still got spots, but they are fading. And look how she's growing. I mean, she is getting so big, or he is getting so big. Like, yeah, I'll call that a doe, but I don't know it. It'll be a little while before we can really tell. We'll get little nubbins on it as time goes by this fall, and we'll be able to tell pretty soon. For sure, it's a buck or doe. I'll kind of look in there closer, see if I can figure that out for us. But she or he is beautiful. Growing like a weed. You're just growing like a weed. Look at that baby. Isn't she gorgeous? There she is with her mama. Oh, she says, Mama, I want to go up there and get some of that South Fresh deer food. Yes, I do. South Fresh deer food out of Decatur, Alabama. We have it brought in a couple, 2 or 3 pallets at a time. We also use their fish food, and we have got literally hundreds. In fact, I'll set the feeder off down there sometime maybe on this week's video if I can think of it when I'm down there. You can see she's still got spots, but not a whole lot. And lets you look at all the bluegill. It's always a thrill for me to see all those bluegill come up. I just love it, and I like to have a lot of bluegill. It's very important to have a lot of bluegill in your lakes. And we do. She's worked her way back up here. She heard me come out the door and it was just a strange noise and she wasn't paying much attention, so they split and run. That's a white-tailed deer's initial deal. It's just a split and run. But you can look and see what we got going there. We got lots going. Lots going this morning. I hear a hummingbird, so he's buzzing around here saying, "Get away from the feeder, Jimmy, so I can get me some breakfast." Me too. I need some breakfast just like these big deer do. And I'm pretty cheap to feed. Just a little sugar is all I need. That's the way with me. Just a little sugar, a little leaven, that's all I need. What a beautiful sight. If you look way in the background, you can see elk in the dead center of the picture screen. You see just about everybody there. I see 6 bucks, a mom and a baby, 7 or 8 turkeys, and elk way back there in the middle. And I actually think there's a mom and a baby and another elk back there. I think there's 3, perhaps 4 elk back there. Waiting on the morning feeder to go off. Uh-oh, here comes another doe coming in. Is that amazing? Boys and girls, they have no watches. They have no clocks. They have no iPhones that has the time on it. They don't have an alarm system. They don't have Fox News or your local channel telling them what time it is. Look at them, more turkeys coming in as well from the other direction. It's 5 minutes, I believe, right now. 5 minutes until the feeder goes off. If it's legal where you live, a Texas hunter feeder will give you more enjoyment than you can ever imagine. You may not have something like that, but then again, you may have more than that. I've seen videos on TikTok in housing developments where people, most of those are in Texas, I believe, because it's legal to feed deer in Texas. It's legal to feed deer in most of the southern states. Especially it's nice around the housing developments because there's a lot of deer around. Now, they do work on your flowers and your shrubs, I admit that. They do poop in your grass, I'll admit that. But golly, what pleasure it is to watch wild animals in the wild. Another baby coming up right there. Another baby coming up from the outside. See that baby coming up? Oh, 2 babies. Twins. Looky there. Looky there. Twins. And they're all waiting on that feeder. So we've got 3 babies right there. Twins, plus her single mama. 6 bucks. Look at all the deer. Look at all the deer. That's the most deer we've seen a feeder, I think, this summer. And keep in mind, there's still lots to eat out there, particularly in our front yard. We water it every day. But even that is burning up in this 110-degree heat. Look at all of that. That is a potpourri menagerie of animals locked in. 3 babies. 3 babies. Is that special? Wow. There it goes. 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 You hear it? You see the feed? That's a fan blowing, getting all of the feed out of there. That was only 6 or 7 seconds is all that was. Probably should be letting it run 10 or 15. More turkeys coming in. There may be more deer. Hear that also. The elk didn't move. Doesn't look like they stayed in the same spot. Look at all the deer feeding. And it just tells you how intelligent God actually made animals. We're an animal. He gave us the ability to think and to reason, to build things, to plan for the future. He gave the animals a lot of abilities and things that we don't have. One of them is survival. They don't have a lot. They don't need new cars. They don't need new houses. God's provided houses for them. They don't need college educations. They don't need a job. The good Lord provides for them day by day by day. And then the good Lord puts in your heart sometimes, if you're a human animal, to help them out. Help them out. I gotta tell you, I encourage it. If it's legal, I believe in the law and I adhere to the law, even the laws I don't agree with. And I agree, I just believe it. I believe it's okay to help the animals. I know that there's wildlife people saying out there worried about CWD and things like that, and all that's possible, but kind of like the stupid stuff we just went through wearing masks for COVID, when it was proven over and over and again, didn't help any of us. Didn't help any of us. Probably helped us to wash our hands more than anything else. Simple washing your hands. Oh, by the way, that's in the Bible itself. That's in the Bible, washing your hands, keeping your hands clean. God told us that way before the scientists did about COVID. COVID made a lot of people billionaires in the United States, though, didn't it? Ah, look at that. Oh, Jimmy, don't bring up that ugly stuff when you're looking at something like this. God's animals showing up for breakfast together. Turkeys, elk, deer, bucks, does, babies. They don't necessarily get along at the breakfast table, but they're all there. What a wonderful, wonderful sight. It's nice and calm. I'm gonna kind of walk out here and see if I can get a close look at the boys for early in the week Antlers videos. I have a wad of turkeys out here, and the turkeys are not gonna like me walking up real close. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the boys out here. My mama deer, I don't see baby deer. I see another mama deer and baby deer. Actually, maybe a couple baby deers way on back there in the back. And then walk out here a little closer so I can zoom in on things. Mr. Forrest is gonna come up here and see if I've got any goodies for him, and I don't. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big boys here this morning. Just wanna come up here and get a real nice, pretty look. See what they look like. The turkeys are not really paying a whole lot of attention. There is a bearded hen right there. I don't know how many of you have seen a bearded hen. Most turkey hunters have. It's not actually tremendously rare. See right there under the deer, walking right behind the deer, is a bearded hen. Pretty unusual. Not, you know, we see them quite a bit. That hen could be really a few years old. Might not be. They don't get big giant beards like the bucks, but it's kind of an interesting thing. A hen with a beard. And you can see everybody's pretty calm and docile this morning. Looky there, looky there. A TC up there. That could be one of his daughters, you never know. Could be one of TC's daughters. He was in the pen for a couple of years, and he's been out for now for a couple, 2 or 3 years. I think he was about 4 when we got him, so he's 7 or 8 years old. Big 300-pound buck with a big wide rack on him. And he's preening that doe there. And they're just friends right now. Not lovers, just friends. But he's thinking, these horns get hard, and a little bit later on, it's gonna be a whole new ball game. But you look at him right there, he's beautiful. That's the most beautiful horns he's had, even though they're not perfectly typical. They're great. Look over there, you see lots of horns. Deer over there with TC now is the same age. There he is right there. Same age as Forrest. That's his 3rd set of horns. You can see they're pretty doggone typical. Really, really nice. And just a pretty Nice, big, beautiful 12 point, 6 on each side. About as pretty as you can get. Mr. Forrest, of course, is beautiful. And Mr. Forrest is wide like his daddy. Wide like his daddy. Hi, buddy. Hi, pal. Jimmy, where's the carrots? I know. You got your little goatee going there, don't you, pal? Born in the year 2000, the 4th deer born that year. Look at that, coming right up here to see me. Hi, buddy. Hi there, buddy. Hi there. What you doing, pal? What you doing? Huh? Hi there, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, you're a pretty boy. Don't be messing with those horns, Jimmy. Yeah, no. No. Lucky number 13. It's going to be a spectacular deer. Get a really close look at him. I don't think they're changing a lot right now. Lucky 13 would almost eat out of my hands. He was born in 21, so that is his second horns. I don't have anything to eat, and you're not going to get those horns on me. No, look at him. Look at him. No, he's wanting to. So, getting a little close to where they'll start moving that velvet off. Take a look at Fat Boy. Beautiful 8 point, and he's fat. Hey, buddy. Good boy. I don't want to let him get aggressive at all. I was looking at Fat Boy, wasn't we? Nice, good close look at everybody this morning. We have 5 of the 6 boys that love to hang around here. You can see how the turkeys have tamed down. Listen to them talking. Get them to talking a little bit more. Dead calm, peaceful morning. We still are having hot temperatures, but we have some better temperatures in the forecast. The deer are changing from their summer coat, which is an orangey type coat, to gray that will fit in more with the winter time when all the leaves and stuff are gone. God's really got these animals designed perfectly to his liking. Antlers here at the Eagle. Okay, the boys are all up here eating now. Just get a really, really close look at them. Really fill the screen up with Antlers. TC. Lucky number 13. Filling the screen up with Antlers. Lucky number 13. That guy doesn't have a name. That boy. My man Forrest. My man Forrest. He's spoiled rotten. He's gonna probably be pretty aggressive this fall. Gonna have to really keep an eye on you, Mr. Forrest. Yes, we will. Sure don't want you hurting my beautiful Chris.